G'day, it's J Thomas 1310. Thanks for joining me out on a motovlog on my Yamaha R3. So I'm running around some errands. Not much of a thrash this weekend on the bike. As anyone in Australia at the moment would know, it's a very important time this time of year, as it's very big in sports. We've just had the AFL Grand Final, NRL Grand Final, and then this weekend, of course, is my most favourite time of the year, which is Bathurst. So it's Bathurst 1000 out on the Mount Panorama circuit. For those of you that don't know Australian sports or motorsport, it is our big race. It's even more so important than, you know, to the spectators, and then you have the final race. It's a great track. If you've ever played video games, you've probably played the track on some simulators. I know Gran Turismo 6 had it. You know, it's absolutely my favourite track in games and watching sport. I'm a big V8 Supercar fan, so if you haven't told, you know, checking out my previous videos, I end up going out and doing a V8 Supercar experience. We get to drive one of the V8 Supercars out on one of our tracks, and it's a real good track, that one, just for getting it out. So nice open track, and then when you're signing waivers and shit for potentially, you know, up for lots of money to, if you crash the thing, it's one of the better tracks, as you're not going to put it into a wall. But in saying that, if you don't know the Bathurst 1000, it's our touring car race. So we have that going throughout the year, various tracks around Australia, and then we do head off overseas as well for them. But it is known as the Great Race. It's Australia's favourite race. It's 1,000 kilometres. So roughly US or Imperial, whatever it is, it'd be approximately 600 miles, I think. But it's 161 laps of the Mount Panorama circuit. So it is an enduro race. So there's usually two cars to a team in any of the races, and they team up with another driver for this and compete through it. It's a great race to watch. It goes from early in the morning through to the afternoon, and it has you at the edge of your seat most of the day. So for myself and my friends and family, it's a pretty big day. We get the family down, we watch it. Usually before my mates moved away, we used to hang out in their garage and watch the race all day. You know, we'd start at 6 o'clock in the morning, some breakfast, Irish coffees, into the Drambuies, and then just keep sick and piss all day. So hopefully we don't pass out by the end of the race, but it only happened to a couple of us. Not me being one. I've managed to last the day. We haven't had a big bender Bathurst for a while, but family's down, we're going to be watching it. So yeah, no taking the bike out, just little errands. So I'll enjoy the little bit of a ride that I can. But unfortunately not for a little while. I don't get to keep up to date with my V8 Supercars. I used to make sure I tried to watch every race and, you know, keep up with the stats and who's doing what in the competition. But thanks to our lovely telco provider in Australia, who has now got a monopoly on all the pay TV, so you like your cable. So they've taken the actual coverage of the race, and it's only available on pay TV, so it's not available free to air, so we don't get to watch that anymore. I don't go and pay money for that shit, so it's very expensive here in Australia to have that crap. And then of course they don't make it easy for you just to be able to get the basic package and get those things, and you got to add all that extra shit onto it. A lot of our sports looked at, you know, going that way with them. They try and take it over to pay-per-view, which is an absolute load of crap. You know, Australian sports have always been free to air. There's been talk of doing it with the NRL, and of course it's the same mob that's been wanting to do that. So hopefully that never happens as well, and one day we might get our race coverages back. At least they haven't taken the Bathurst. There are a few races that they put on free to air, still just not the whole lot. So it is a pain in the arse. But if you haven't seen my V8 Supercar videos, be sure to check it out. I might throw a couple in the links below. So thanks for joining. If you're riding out there, stay safe and keep the rubber side down.